The next word is abrupt. Abrupt means sudden and unexpected, often in a way that is unpleasant. His departure was so abrupt that nobody had time to say goodbye. This means he left very suddenly, and no one could say goodbye. She gave an abrupt answer and walked away. This means she replied quickly and unexpectedly, then left. The car came to an abrupt stop. This means the car stopped suddenly without warning. The next word is abusive. Abusive means using cruel or violent words or actions. He had an abusive boss who yelled at employees every day. This means his boss was mean and often shouted at workers. The child was taken away from an abusive home. This means the child was removed from a place where there was harm or violence. Online comments can be very abusive sometimes. This means some internet messages are very hurtful and unkind. The next word is accountable. Accountable means responsible for something and needing to explain your actions. The manager is accountable for the team's results. This means the manager must take responsibility for how the team performs. You are accountable for your own decisions. This means you must accept the results of what you choose to do. Government officials should be held accountable. This means leaders must explain and answer for their actions. The next word is adjacent. Adjacent means next to or very near. The school is adjacent to the park. This means the school is right beside the park. We stayed in adjacent rooms at the hotel. This means our hotel rooms were next to each other. There is a small cafe adjacent to the bookstore. This means the cafe is located right next to the bookstore. The next word is affectionate. Affectionate means showing love or warm feelings. She gave her dog an affectionate hug. This means she hugged her dog with love and care. He is very affectionate with his family. This means he often shows love to his family. The child smiled after receiving an affectionate kiss. This means the kiss was warm and full of love. The next word is allied. Allied means connected or working together, especially in support or in a war. The two companies are allied in a new project. This means they are working together on the same project. Many countries were allied during World War II. This means several nations joined forces in the war. Their ideas are closely allied. This means their thoughts or beliefs are very similar. The next word is ambiguous. Ambiguous means not clear, having more than one possible meaning. Her answer was ambiguous and confused everyone. This means her reply could mean different things and people didn't understand. The law is written in an ambiguous way. This means the rule is not clear and can be understood in many ways. He gave me an ambiguous look. This means his expression was hard to understand and not clear. The next word is analogous. Analogous means similar in some way that makes comparison possible. The human brain is analogous to a computer. This means the brain and a computer work in similar ways. Her situation is analogous to what I experienced last year. This means her experience is similar to mine. The two jobs are not exactly the same, but they are analogous. This means the jobs are alike in important ways. The next word is anonymous. Anonymous means not named or identified. She received an anonymous letter. This means the letter had no name or sender on it. The donation was made by an anonymous person. This means someone gave money but did not want to be known. The online comment was posted by an anonymous user. This means the person who wrote the message didn't give their name. The next word is apologetic. Apologetic means showing or saying you are sorry. He gave an apologetic smile after being late. This means he smiled in a way that showed he was sorry. She sounded apologetic when she canceled the meeting. This means her voice showed she felt bad about it. I got an apologetic message from him this morning. This means he sent a message to say he was sorry. The next word is arbitrary. Arbitrary means based on personal choice or random decision, not on reason. The teacher gave us an arbitrary deadline. This means the deadline seemed random and not clearly explained. His decisions are often arbitrary and unfair. This means he chooses things without logic, and people think it's unfair. The rules seemed completely arbitrary. This means the rules didn't follow a clear system or reason. The next word is arid. Arid means very dry with little or no rain. The desert is an arid place. This means it is very dry with almost no water. Farming is hard in arid regions. This means growing crops is difficult where it is too dry. They walked through the arid land for hours. This means they moved across dry ground with no water for a long time. The next word is assertive. Assertive means confident and clear when expressing thoughts or needs. You need to be more assertive at work. This means you should speak up clearly and with confidence. She has an assertive voice that gets attention. This means her way of speaking is strong and confident. He is polite but assertive in meetings. This means he speaks firmly without being rude. The next word is attainable. Attainable means possible to achieve or reach. Her goals are challenging but attainable. This means her goals are difficult but can be reached. A healthy work-life balance is attainable with planning. This means it's possible to have a good balance if you plan well. Success is attainable if you work hard. This means you can reach success through effort. The next word is backward. Backward means behind in progress or development or in the direction of the back. He has very backward ideas about education. This means his thoughts are old-fashioned and not modern. She looked backward to see if anyone was following. This means she turned her head to look behind her. The country is trying to help its backward areas develop. This means it wants to improve regions that are less developed. The next word is bland. Bland means lacking strong flavor, excitement, or interest. The soup was too bland for my taste. This means the soup had very little flavor. He gave a bland speech that bored everyone. This means his talk was dull and not exciting. Her room was decorated in bland colors. This means the room used plain, uninteresting colors. The next word is bleak. Bleak means cold, empty, or without hope. The landscape was bleak and lifeless. This means the land looked empty and without signs of life. She felt bleak after losing her job. This means she felt sad and without hope. The future looks bleak for the small company. This means the company may not survive or grow. The next word is blunt. Blunt means speaking in a direct and honest way, even if it's rude. He was very blunt about his opinion. This means he spoke clearly and without trying to be polite. Her blunt words surprised the group. This means she spoke so directly that people were shocked. I like his blunt style. He says what he thinks. This means he always speaks honestly without hiding the truth. The next word is broad-minded. Broad-minded means willing to accept different opinions or behaviors. She is broad-minded about religion. This means she respects different religious views. A broad-minded person can work with anyone. This means someone open-minded can get along with all types of people. He showed a broad-minded attitude toward change. This means he welcomed new ideas and accepted them easily. The next word is capitalist. Capitalist means someone who supports a system where businesses are privately owned. He became rich through capitalist methods. This means he made money by using private business ideas. The country has a capitalist economy. This means most businesses are owned by private people, not the government. As a capitalist, she invested in many companies. This means she used her money to support and grow businesses. The next word is carefree. Carefree means without worries or problems. They enjoyed a carefree vacation at the beach. This means they relaxed and didn't think about problems. As a child, he lived a carefree life. This means his childhood was free from stress or worry. She laughed in a carefree way. This means her laugh showed she was happy and without concern. The next word is charismatic. Charismatic means having a strong charm or personal attraction that makes people admire you. The leader was so charismatic that people followed him easily. This means he had a powerful charm that made others want to support him. She gave a charismatic performance on stage. This means her performance was full of energy and charm. He's not just smart, he's also very charismatic. This means he has a personality that attracts and impresses people. The next word is chronic. Chronic means continuing for a long time or happening again and again. He suffers from chronic back pain. This means his back pain lasts a long time and doesn't go away. She has a chronic cough during winter. This means she often coughs for many weeks every winter. Chronic stress can affect your health. This means long-term stress can be harmful to your body. The next word is classical. Classical means related to traditional forms, especially in music, art, or literature. He plays classical piano pieces. This means he plays music by composers like Mozart and Beethoven. They studied classical literature in school. This means they read old, important works of writing from the past. Classical architecture uses balance and clear shapes. This means this old style of building focuses on beauty and order. The next word is cliched. Cliched means used too often and no longer interesting or original. The movie's story was so cliched. This means the plot was boring because it was too familiar. His speech was full of cliched phrases. This means he used expressions that were overused and unoriginal. That's such a cliched ending. This means the ending was too common and expected. The next word is coherent. Coherent means clear, logical, and well organized. She gave a coherent explanation of the problem. This means her explanation was easy to follow and made sense. His ideas are not very coherent today. This means his thoughts don't connect well or seem confused. Please write a coherent paragraph. This means your paragraph should be clear and make sense as a whole. The next word is comforting. Comforting means making someone feel better or less worried. Her words were very comforting after the bad news. This means what she said helped me feel less sad. He gave her a comforting hug. This means he hugged her to help her feel better. The warm soup was comforting on a cold day. This means the soup made me feel warm and better inside. The next word is committed. Committed means dedicated and serious about a task or cause. She is committed to helping the poor. This means she truly wants to support poor people and works hard for it. They are committed to finishing the project on time. This means they are working seriously to complete it by the deadline. He's a committed teacher who cares about his students. This means he is passionate and responsible in his teaching work. The next word is complimentary. Complimentary means expressing praise or being given for free. She was very complimentary about his cooking. This means she gave kind and positive comments about his food. The hotel offers complimentary breakfast. This means the hotel gives breakfast for free. He made several complimentary remarks during the meeting. This means he said many nice things to praise others. The next word is compulsive. Compulsive means hard to control or caused by a strong inner force. He's a compulsive liar. This means he lies often and can't stop himself. She has a compulsive habit of checking her phone. This means she checks her phone too often and without control. His gambling became a compulsive behavior. This means he couldn't stop gambling, even if it caused problems. The next word is conceited. Conceited means having too high an opinion of yourself. He's so conceited that he never listens to others. This means he thinks he's better than everyone and ignores other people. She sounded conceited when she talked about her success. This means she spoke in a proud and arrogant way. Don't be so conceited. It's okay to admit a mistake. This means don't be overly proud or full of yourself. The next word is conclusive. Conclusive means proving something in a final and clear way. The test results were conclusive. This means the results gave a clear and final answer. There's no conclusive evidence in the case. This means nothing clearly proves who is right or wrong. Her argument was strong and conclusive. This means her reasoning gave a clear and final point. The next word is consecutive. Consecutive means happening one after another without a break. She won 3 consecutive matches. This means she won 3 games in a row. It rained for 5 consecutive days. This means it rained every day without stopping for 5 days. He worked for 10 consecutive hours. This means he worked 10 hours straight without a break. The next word is consistent. Consistent means always behaving or happening in the same way. Her performance has been consistent this year. This means she has been doing well without big changes. You need to be consistent if you want results. This means you should keep doing things regularly without changing too much. He's very consistent in his views. This means his opinions don't change and stay the same. The next word is constitutional. Constitutional means related to the laws or structure of a country's government. Freedom of speech is a constitutional right. This means the right to speak freely is protected by the country's laws. The court ruled it was not constitutional. This means the decision didn't follow the rules of the country's constitution. They made a constitutional change to the voting system. This means they changed the system by changing the country's official rules. The next word is continental. Continental means related to a continent, especially the main part of it. They enjoyed a continental breakfast at the hotel. This means they had a light breakfast common in Europe with bread, coffee, and fruit. Continental Europe has many beautiful cities. This means the mainland part of Europe has many lovely cities. He studied the differences between continental and island climates. This means he compared the weather on the mainland and on islands. The next word is contradictory. Contradictory means opposite or not able to be true at the same time. His actions were contradictory to his words. This means what he did was the opposite of what he said. The witness gave contradictory statements. This means the person said things that didn't match and couldn't all be true. Their beliefs seem contradictory. This means their ideas go against each other. The next word is contrary. Contrary means the opposite in nature or direction. Contrary to what I expected, the movie was great. This means I thought the movie would be bad, but it was actually good. She has a contrary opinion on the issue. This means her view is different from others. He always does the contrary of what he's told. This means he usually does the opposite of instructions. The next word is corresponding. Corresponding means matching or related to something else. Each student received a corresponding number. This means every student got a number that matched their name or list. The map shows the cities and their corresponding locations. This means the map links city names to where they are. They gave us corresponding answers. This means the answers matched or were the same. The next word is courteous. Courteous means polite and respectful. The staff at the hotel were very courteous. This means the workers were kind and respectful. He gave a courteous reply to the question. This means he answered politely. Please be courteous to the other guests. This means you should show good manners to others. The next word is crude. Crude means simple and not well made, or rude and offensive. They built a crude shelter in the forest. This means the shelter was very basic and not finished well. His jokes were crude and not funny. This means his jokes were rude or not polite. The oil is still in a crude state. This means the oil has not been processed or cleaned yet. The next word is cunning. Cunning means clever in a tricky or dishonest way. The fox is known as a cunning animal. This means the fox is smart and uses tricks to survive. He made a cunning plan to win the game. This means his plan was smart and tricky. She used her cunning to get out of trouble. This means she escaped problems by being clever and a bit sneaky. The next word is cynical. Cynical means not trusting that people are honest or good. He's very cynical about politics. This means he doesn't believe politicians are honest. She gave a cynical laugh. This means she laughed in a way that showed doubt or disbelief. Don't be so cynical. Some people do care. This means you shouldn't always think others have bad intentions. The next word is dated. Dated means old-fashioned or no longer modern. Her clothes looked a bit dated. This means her clothes were not in current fashion. That movie feels very dated now. This means the movie seems old and not modern anymore. The furniture in the house is quite dated. This means the furniture is old style and not new looking. The next word is dazed. Dazed means confused or unable to think clearly, often after a shock. He looked dazed after the accident. This means he seemed confused and not fully awake. She stood in the middle of the street, dazed. This means she was standing, confused and unsure of what was happening. I felt dazed from the news. This means the news shocked me and made me feel lost. The next word is dazzling. Dazzling means very bright, beautiful, or impressive. The sun was dazzling on the water. This means the sunlight was shining very brightly on the water. She wore a dazzling dress to the party. This means her dress was beautiful and impressive. His performance was simply dazzling. This means he did an amazing and impressive job. The next word is decaffeinated. Decaffeinated means having most or all of the caffeine removed. I ordered a decaffeinated coffee. This means I chose coffee without caffeine. She drinks only decaffeinated tea at night. This means she avoids caffeine in her tea before bed. He prefers decaffeinated drinks for health reasons. This means he chooses drinks without caffeine to stay healthy. The next word is deceased. Deceased means no longer living, dead. His grandfather is now deceased. This means his grandfather has died. The police found the body of the deceased man. This means the man was already dead when found. She is the daughter of the deceased. This means her parent has passed away. The next word is deceptive. Deceptive means making something seem true or good when it is not. His calm face was deceptive. This means he looked calm, but he wasn't really. Appearances can be deceptive. This means what you see may not show the truth. She gave a deceptive answer to the question. This means her answer was not honest or was hiding the truth. The next word is defective. Defective means not working properly or having a fault. The phone was returned because it was defective. This means the phone had a problem and didn't work right. They sold me a defective product. This means the item I bought was broken or not made well. The machine stopped due to a defective part. This means one broken part caused the machine to stop. The next word is defensive. Defensive means trying to protect yourself or showing a need to defend. He got defensive when I asked about his job. This means he reacted as if he felt attacked. The team played a strong defensive game. This means they focused on stopping the other team from scoring. She made a defensive comment. This means she replied in a way that showed she felt criticized. The next word is definitive. Definitive means final, clear, and without doubt. This is the definitive guide to cooking Italian food. This means it's the best and most complete book on that topic. We need a definitive answer. This means we need a clear and final response. His work is considered the definitive study on the subject. This means people see his work as the final and trusted source. The next word is detrimental. Detrimental means causing harm or damage. Smoking is detrimental to your health. This means smoking is bad for your body. Lack of sleep is detrimental to learning. This means not sleeping enough harms your ability to learn. The policy could be detrimental to small businesses. This means the rule might hurt small companies. The next word is dignified. Dignified means calm, serious, and showing respect. He walked away in a dignified manner. This means he left calmly and with self-respect. She accepted the award with a dignified smile. This means she looked respectful and graceful while receiving it. Even in pain, he remained dignified. This means he stayed calm and proud even though he was hurting. The next word is discreet. Discreet means careful, not to attract attention or to keep something private. She made a discreet exit from the meeting. This means she left quietly so no one would notice. He was discreet about their relationship. This means he didn't talk openly about them being together. Please be discreet with this information. This means don't tell anyone or make it obvious. The next word is disillusioned. Disillusioned means disappointed because something isn't as good as expected. He became disillusioned with politics. This means he lost hope and trust in politics. Many young people feel disillusioned about the future. This means they are disappointed and unsure about what lies ahead. She was disillusioned after working at her dream job. This means the job wasn't as good as she had hoped. The next word is disloyal. Disloyal means not supporting someone you should support. He was disloyal to his friends. This means he betrayed or hurt the people who trusted him. A disloyal employee leaked company secrets. This means the worker shared private information and broke trust. She felt disloyal when she agreed with the other team. This means she felt like she was not being faithful to her group. The next word is disposable. Disposable means made to be used once or for a short time and then thrown away. We use disposable plates for picnics. This means we use plates that we can throw away after eating. He bought a pack of disposable razors. This means the razors are used a few times and then thrown out. Disposable masks are common in hospitals. This means the masks are for single use only. The next word is disrespectful. Disrespectful means showing a lack of respect or being rude. It's disrespectful to talk during a speech. This means speaking while someone is giving a speech is rude. She made a disrespectful comment about the teacher. This means she said something unkind and rude. Don't be disrespectful to your elders. This means you should treat older people with kindness and respect. The next word is disruptive. Disruptive means causing problems or stopping something from continuing smoothly. The child was being disruptive in class. This means the child was making it hard for the class to continue. Loud noises are disruptive during meetings. This means the noises make it difficult to focus or work. The new policy had a disruptive effect on the company. This means the policy caused confusion or disorder in the company.